Peace. This is Left Side of the Brain. Coming at you once again with another hot topic, getting some things off of my chest. How you all doing this evening? Hope you're having a blessed evening. I'm trying to make the best of it as I can, even though what I wanted to talk about tonight is how everything is so apparent to me that I'm at the point of feeling like I want to give up, and at the same time wanting to keep going forward, but in the sense of going forward for the purpose of just playing out physical pleasure. And I've been thinking, after all of the discourse that we've been doing, breaking down information, you get to a point of no return. But when you get to that point of no return, you're still stuck in this world. And that's the irony of it. You leave the box, but physically you are still here. So as I began to ponder on this today and started reducing everything down to its basic fundamentals, y'all, some of y'all men, I'll give y'all something to look at. Let me see. Maybe this will grab your attention. Well, they went too far down. Sometimes it'll take a woman to get your attention. I know. But anyway, I've come to the conclusion. I reduced everything down to the basic fundamentals of life, which is food, water, clothing, shelter, and sex. Once you leave the box, the thinking pattern of this world, once you break free, you're still stuck in the box because you're still in a physical shell. And that's the irony of it. And the isolation comes from knowing that you know in a world surrounded by animals. I'm not talking about animals that run around on all four. I'm talking about the two-legged animals that you work beside, your next door neighbors. That's the animals that I'm speaking about. You're left with that reality. And I'm just having a heart-to-heart talk with y'all. I'm pretending that you here with me. You know, we just chilling out, we cooling. I mean, just pretend like if you a woman and you was on a date with me. This what we'll be, you know, we just walking around. If you a dude, we just chilling, you know. So just pretend we just walking around and we just, you know, walking in front of the water or whatnot. So you come to this wall, right? And you realize that you have woken up, but you stuck in this world. You know, kind of like you feel like a box turtle. You know how a turtle, he's still in the shell, but his legs and his head is out of the shell, but yet and still he's still a box turtle. I know that sounds funny, but that's kind of what I mean. It's like, that's how I feel. I feel like a box turtle. Maybe I need to make my next mascot not only be the jaguar, but the box turtle as well. So Turtle Nation, stand up. Jaguar Nation, stand up. That's how I'm feeling lately. And I know it's been like a couple days since I haven't did a video. It's not that I didn't want to do a video. I just had to take some time. You know, I'm trying to just gather everything, process everything to see what I have to do in my personal life. Because I can't get stuck in a cycle of contemplation and meditation. I also have to produce fruit of my labor in my life. Meaning, I got to take this channel to the next level. I got to produce books. I have to do other things that will advance my life. So this is what this video is about. We can't get stuck in the realm of waking up. Because once you wake up, we have to do stuff. Because these organic portals, they keep doing things and we be talking about them. We understand, but at the same time, their life is advancing as far as material things. They getting wealth, you know, they living in mansions, they buying cars. We can do the same stuff. I thought about it, like, we don't have to go lacking and not having. We can do things. We can start businesses. We can do things that we want to do. We can do things like turning our passions into businesses, turning our desires into businesses. You know, I like this type of information. So this is my path. I have other skills. I have art skills, you see. So I was just past few days just reflecting upon my own life, you see. Because like I always say, this channel is about practicality. You know, that's why I be having these heart-to-heart conversations, because I know some of you all can connect with what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying. I mean, we get to these points of life and we wonder, what are we going to do next? And like me, right now, I'm in the process of planning some vacations, solo vacations. I don't need no people with me. Getaways, you know. I'm at this point, man, where I have to decide what I'm going to do, because ultimately we're going to leave here one day. And the ultimate truth is, we have a life and we have to leave a mark, not for the sake of everybody else, but for the sake of our own self. We have to leave some type of mark. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we can look back at our life and see our own story. We got to make this life be worthwhile. We got to make it be something. We got to look back on our own life as if it was a diary. And we can look at the different stages in our life. Like, I don't want to be at this same point in life next year around this time. I want to be more advanced next year. Which brings me up to a point. Peace, man. What's up? Good to see you. I've been doing good, man. Actually doing a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You too, man. Yeah. I was thinking today, I'm trying to advance. You know, like technology advances. You see how like every year they're coming out with a new type of phone, a new type of game console, a new type of vehicle. It's always updating. I was thinking about that today. I was saying to myself, my life, it has to be the same way. Like, this is the 2017 model of me. And the 2018 model of me. Next year will be the 2019 model of me. And I have to be more advanced spiritually and physically. Because me being a human being, I am a piece of technology. You see, I am technology. I have parts that move. I have a computer processor, which is the brain. I have to upload my brain and come out with different versions of myself every year, every day. I've just been thinking about this. Like, we have to update ourselves. We have to make our life better, because these human prison bars, these organic portals, these dead beats, whatever name you want to call them, drop names in the comment section, whatever name you want to call them. We have to outlive them. We have to show them that you all tried to keep us down, but we rose to the top without selling our soul. That's my goal in life. I want to defeat the enemy by not having to go down the pathway that the enemy desired or would have desired my life to end up. And this message is gold. I mean, I'm giving a gold bar to somebody, like an actual gold bar from Fort Knox, in the form of this wisdom. Get back at them by turning your life into something, making your life an investment, investing yourself. I mean, we got the spiritual knowledge, we got the wealth, we got the wisdom, and let's apply it. Let's make our lives better. I want to do a video one day. I want to do a live stream one day, and I want people to call in and be like, Left Side of the Brain, you know, my business is booming. You know, I'm making $120,000 a year. I'm making $1 million a year. I want to hear that. And when that happens for me, you all will be the first people to know. I'm going to let you know. You know, I don't want to just live mundane and ordinary. You know, personally right now, I'm doing pretty good for myself. I don't beg people for anything. I pay my own bills. Car paid off. I pay rent. You know, I feed myself. I don't beg for anything. But even still, I don't want to just be doing enough, because I know this wisdom that I possess is not of myself. It's from the Creator. We are one and the same. So if the Creator can create all of this world and own the billions of stars and galaxies, and we are the child of the Creator, then we should be living like our Father, how He would want us to live. And, you know, us having that type of knowledge and wisdom, us having material wealth will be even better than these people out here who just got money but don't have the wisdom and the knowledge. We have something that they don't have, and we should be very proud of that. You know, money is not everything. You know what I'm saying? Money is not everything. But at the same time, money is everything in this world. Let's just be real. Money is not everything, but at the same time, in this world, money is everything. Because we are box turtles, whether we want to believe it or not. It's just like the animals, the birds. I'm looking at some birds right now. I don't know if y'all can see them. Some ducks right there. You know, their natural world has been overtaken by this matrix world all around them. Yet and still, they have to find a way to survive. They make the best of it. Some animals go extinct because man encroaches upon their natural territory. So they move into the city and they have to adapt to city life. So you have street dogs and pigeons and birds who normally wouldn't eat McDonald's food in a natural setting. In 2018, they eat French fries out of the McDonald's parking lot because they are surviving due to a necessity, because it's not how their ancestors lived before America was inhabited by modernization, you see? So we are natural, just like those animals I was speaking about. And the organic portal world, the matrix, their industrialization has encroached upon what we would call an ideal life. So because we are still here in this world, we're like box turtles. We're not here, but yet we have to be here. And in order to live in this world, you have to compete. You have to compete with the organic portals. We are in competition with them because it goes without saying, we say it all the time, the battle is us versus them. Those with souls versus the soulless. Now there are other options in life. I'm gonna give you one. I'm what you call a city monk. I'm a city monk. What's a city monk? You may be asking that question. A city monk is left side of the brain. I'm just joking. A city monk is a person who possess the monk mentality, but yet that person still lives in a city dwelling. See, I could very well live in a cave, meditate, and be perfectly fine. Just like a monk in Tibet. Just like a Tibetan monk, I could do the same thing. But I don't have to do that. I don't have to prove to myself that I can, because I already know I can. I'm at that point in my life. Even what I'm doing right now is self-evident of what I'm saying. I'm out here by myself, talking to people like you. I could be doing a million other things if I needed a lot of people around me. So basically, I walk around inside of a cave. That went over some of y'all heads, what I just said. I literally walk around inside of a cave. I take the monk mentality. I take the cave and strap it on my back, and it goes with me wherever I go. Wherever me and my shadow goes, that's that cave. I'm living in a cave right now, in a metaphorical sense. That's what I'm doing, because I don't need a lot to sustain myself. I don't need a lot to feel complete. I feel complete knowing who I am. That's just the type of person I am. Like, I don't need a lot of extra stuff, extra drama in my life. I don't need that. I was gonna walk around, but I'm gonna stay right here because I like the fact nobody is walking past me right now. So I'm gonna stay right here. I'm walking around as a monk. I may as well be walking around. You know how the monks, they wear those like orange robes? I may as well walk around in one of those. But only reason why I don't, because I don't want to stand out. I'm camouflaged. I wear regular street clothes, you see? I wear regular street clothes. I blend in and I adapt. I blend in and I adapt. Just like animals in nature, they have camouflage. I'm hunting for what it is I need every day to survive. I'm about to drop an ill metaphor on y'all. I'm hunting every day. When I'm out making money, I'm blending in just like them. I'm hunting just like a leopard in the tall grasses. It's camouflaged. But at the same time, it's hunting, not wanting to be seen. It's not standing out. A leopard could be right in front of you, and you wouldn't know it until it's jumping up out of the grass, leaping up towards your jugular vein and strangling you to death. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm camouflaged. I'm a monk in camouflage. I got the mentality. That's what matters. Having that mentality, that Shadu mentality. That's what I possess. And it's becoming more and more apparent to me that we just can't have these lessons. We have to also work on our growth. Another thing, exercise. If y'all not exercising, you can't even claim that you are spiritual. Because one thing about me, the more and more I get into this, the more and more I want to exercise. I exercise every day. I do stretches, yoga. I do Tai Chi. I do like different calisthenics. I jump rope. I do aerobics. I shadow box. I train in boxing. I do martial arts. At one point I was doing Qigong, but I still do Qigong, but I was practicing Qigong under a teacher at one point. But I still do the breathing exercises. Like, that's another part of development that I'm speaking about. Like, if you sitting up listening to these videos and you 250 pounds, high cholesterol, and you're not exercising, you don't need to be just watching these videos sitting down. You need to be jogging somewhere with the headphones in your ear, listening and burning off fat at the same time. Because spirituality and physicality, it goes hand in hand. Jesus was a healer. Don't forget that. He had good health. So you also got to focus on your health when you're trying to live this lifestyle. Because like I said, what we about on this channel is more like a religion. This is our religion right here. An unlisted religion that we don't go out and seek converts. We know who has a soul and who doesn't. This is a anti-organic portal type religion. And really, that's the only pure form of religion that there is. Recognizing who you are versus them. That's what it's all about. I mean, it don't get no more pure than that. Us versus them. See the little couple walking around. Yeah, I just come out here sometimes, and get some stuff off my mind. Gotta have a nature spot. That's another thing that this lifestyle will lead you to. You gotta have a nature spot. I mean, sometimes like twice a week, 3 times a week, you all need to find a park, a nature trail. Just go out there by yourself. Take some mace with you just in case an animal or somebody want to run up, because you got to protect yourself. But just, find a nature spot to kick it by yourself. Because in this religion that we have, our sanctuary is this natural world. Quiet zones. Going into that sanctuary of nature. That's all you need. That's all you need to make it out here. And That's why I'm talking like this. I'm having a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm leaning over the rail right now, just chilling. Because this is one of those moments for me. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to absorb this lesson right here and know that it's more than just breaking stuff down. You also got to live it. Like, it's not just going to a basketball practice. You got to execute the plays in the actual game. This is a game out here before us, people. And y'all can talk about Donald Trump all you want to. But one thing about the leaders of this world, I'm going to tell you about the people who lead this world. One thing about them, they know how everything operates. People want to knock Donald Trump. Like these, I don't get on that hate bandwagon like that. Because one thing about people who run this world, whether good or bad, whatever you want to say about them, they study nature. Even Thomas Jefferson was a deist. He was a deist. And they study nature. They into the sciences. They into the sciences of life. They into metaphysics. You know they got to be into metaphysics the way they program us. These people are into Wicca. They into psychology. They into all of this stuff. How you think they able to run and manipulate people like they do? Because they are masters at manipulation, the art of manipulation. You got to be smart. Just like any other animal in nature, you have to be very smart and have a very high IQ to be at the top of the food chain. And that's why they are at those positions. Like I say, nothing is no coincidence. They at those positions for a reason. I stopped for a minute because like these two little zombie old dudes come passing me. Some two zombies. Like kind of getting off subject now, y'all, but I know I done said this before, man, but y'all, you got to be aware who is around you at all times, because these people, they just be popping out of nowhere, man. Y'all just got to be aware of these people, man. Everything that I was thinking today, like I was at the library and I was looking at this librarian. He was a male. He was at the desk, the front desk, and I was saying to myself, I was like, he is doing what he's designed to do. Like, and I was just looking at him and I was saying to myself, if I approached that man and started talking to him about stuff like this, it wouldn't even make sense for me to do that. Because he was just operating like it was his destiny to be in that position at the library, looking like a drone, like he is. You see what I'm saying? It was like, it was his destiny. It's in his organic portal computer system to be that librarian. And I was just looking at him. Do y'all ever do that? Like, do this exercise. When you out in public, think about what I'm saying and look at certain people and just imagine if you went up to start speaking to them about this type of knowledge and stuff, you wouldn't get no feedback. They'll probably nod their head, do a little, you know, like they'll like if you go get a checkup and the doctor take that hammer thing and hit you on the knee to check your reflexes, you might get a reflex of their neck because they can hear what you're saying. No difference than when you're talking to one of them automated things. It can hear your voice and it can respond, but it's not going into them. That's what I'm saying. Like, just start noticing people. And once you start noticing these people, that's when you just start working around them. Like, this is what I want y'all to do. Start looking at this whole world as a computer. Literally, that's what it is. And everybody that you see, just imagine them being a walking button, a walking push button on a computer. And whatever you want to do for yourself in this life, once you realize that this is a GameCube, you have a soul, just start using people for what it is that you're trying to accomplish in this life. If you want a house by a certain year, if you want a new car or whatever it is, do what you gotta do. Use the people like push buttons on a computer. Say the words, say the words that you need to say. Because once you realize, and you're gonna come across real people like me that you don't have to do that with. You'll know because it's gonna register inside of you. You see, it's almost like codes that's built inside of us. Like when you talking to, like they always say, game recognize game. A-alikes. You'll know your A-alike. For some of you all don't know that terminology. An A-alike is a person of like mind. So you're gonna know who your A-alike is in your day-to-day dealings. You're gonna be able to start reading body language. Like I was out with this girl last night on a whatever you want to call it, date. I don't even like to use, or you know, whatever. But I was out with this girl, right? And so we ended up making out in the car, whatever. But I noticed before we got to that stage, I was talking to her, and my conversation started to get a little too deep, and I noticed that I started losing her. So I said, left side of the brain, come back, organic portal, or you know what I'm saying? So I came back, and when I came back to their level, that's when she started to brighten up again, and she started smiling again. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know, and you can, for you men, you can really use this exercise on women. Like I'm gonna give y'all a tip with females. When you talking to females, it's really just a program that the only thing you're trying to do is unlock the box. And y'all know what I mean when I say box. Only thing you're trying to do is unlock the box. So you can use this exercise with women. Start trying it out on women. Just say what you need to say, and you will get whatever you want out of them. You can have women buying you stuff. If you don't know how to put it